as you can tell, there are bugs everywhere, and it is a little bit gray.
The mosquitoes ate my face.
When we had in mind coming out here, pulling our house onto the beach and camping on the beach, living on the beach for a week, week and a half, it was gonna be beautiful blue skies and the kids are gonna be out frolicking and playing and they'll be perfectly clean when they come inside.
See, this is his vision. When he says we, he means me. Turn that W to an M.
So today, let's talk about the difference between expectations and reality of camping on the beach. Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
Last year, we sold our house and we're traveling across the country with our kids.
Hi, my name's Goose, and this is Maverick. Come join us.
Good morning, chicklets. We are starting off today's vlog in a place that I have seen but never heard of. Comment down below, have you ever heard of Buc-ees? It's the biggest.
Seen but never heard of or never been to. It almost didn't.
We've seen but never been to. Does that clarify it?
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the biggest gas station I have seen in my entire life, and apparently it's like a chain, so there's all sorts of these Buc-ees, Beavers gas stations all over the place. But in addition to that, we are also doing something new. Do you see this random truck right over here, these people? We are doing our very first caravanning. I am so excited about today. But enough talking, let's get on the road. We got about 4 hours of driving, well, 4 hours of Google time, so that'll be like 6 hours of driving with kids. We gotta dump, fill up, and get propane because we are gonna be doing. And we're gonna ride a ferry today. She ruined the surprise. That was one of the surprises. We're gonna go on a ferry with the trailer today. We are doing a whole bunch of firsts today. 1, 2, I think we have 4 or 5 firsts we're doing in this vlog. Are you ready? Give me some excitement. Are you ready? Maverick, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Are you eating lunch? Yummy.
At least, and that's not cars, that's semi-trucks too.
That's ridiculous. That semi-truck was trashed. Anyways, good start to the travel day.
At least we're not on that side.
Yeah, it could always be worse.
Yeah.
Remember that. Hashtag stay positive.
Oh my goodness, hopefully, how about hashtag hope everyone's okay? Because there was an ambulance that had to drive by.
Yeah. We've been on the road for a couple hours. Next step is we are at a truck stop and we're doing water, fresh water that is, propane, gas, and of course, everybody's favorite, dumping. The fog here is crazy. You can't even see the tops of the buildings. It's like spooky but cool at the same time. By the way, traffic sucks when you're towing. you guys earlier that today was gonna be like a day of firsts. This is our first time ever towing on a ferry boat. And I actually haven't been on a ferry in years that I can remember. And like towing, never done it. So first number 2 or 3 of the day? 3. First number 3 of the day.
First number 2 of the day.
You dirty mind.
Lord help us.
Got the butterflies.
I got the butterflies.
It's like it's kind of like waiting in line for a roller coaster where it's like exciting, but you got that like nervousness going on because it's something new you've never done.
Makes you need to tinkle. Don't put that in.
I do have to pee actually because I had an energy drink. You excited to go on the boat?
I will be interested to see if they make us stay in the car or get out and what they do with this guy.
I don't think it's a very long ferry. I think it's like 15 or 20 minutes or something like that. Show you the what?
Let the propane draw.
Oh, I didn't even know. Thanks for telling me.
Okay, so apparently when you're on the ferry, the propane has to be off. Just FYI.
Okay, so tidbits of information for going over the ferry. We have been told that your propane tanks need to be off. That's an easy fix. He would have just let me turn them off. But you are not allowed to have gas cans with gas. They have to be full of water. Or he said even if they were empty, if they like used to have gas in them, you can't have them. Take 2. Here we go. So our house is officially on a boat. How you feel, Mom? Having everything we own floating on water. What do you think, Goose? It's so weird. So there's water. There's a battleship. Lots of seagulls. And us. Good boy, buddy. You're doing so good. This is such a trippy feeling. It's like when you're sitting next to a semi-truck and then they start to move and you feel like you're going backwards. We made it! He did it, yeah! That was the hard part. Now we just gotta find a place to park. All right, they made it. So first off, let's talk about the weather. The weather is something that you can't control anywhere you go, but especially at the coast, any coast, whether it be California, Oregon, over here in the Gulf, you have zero control over what the weather is going to do. And as you can see, It's a little gray.
Womp, womp.
So obviously if you can look at your extended forecast or plan it in the nicer months, you're gonna have a greater chance. But in those sunnier months, you're also gonna have a lot more competition. Like we've heard on this beach, there will be trailers and cars packed up next to each other just running along the shore. So you have to fight with that battle. Do you want to be here when it's empty and wide open and you feel more alone on this remote beach, or do you want to be here when it's sunny and nice and there's 1,000 other people here?
Depends. How are the bugs?
That leads us to our next topic. Why don't you take this one, babe? Talk about the bugs, the expectations of bugs, and the reality of bugs.
Okay, so let's just get this out in the open. His expectation of being here was sunshine and roses, and
I mean, I knew that there was gonna be like, you're gonna get sandy and dirty and the...
My thoughts were, that's a lot of humidity, or at least a lot of water for a trailer, and a lot of sand inside the trailer. And I hate that feeling when you're walking on your floor and it's just crunchy and grainy.
See, I'm the
I can't handle
optimist. She's
that.
like the pessimist. She's like, we're gonna get stuck. It's gonna be gross. And I'm like, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna be out there playing on the beach. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna work from my office and have this beautiful view of the ocean.
I have my optimistic moments, but I'm also the realist. Like, someone has to. Someone has to.
So talk about bugs. That's what we want. We get sidetracked. Talk about the bugs.
Bugs are gross. Let's just be honest. Unless you are a big insect person, they're nasty.
And the mosquitoes here are
Yes.
horrible.
Yeah, we're not talking like, oh, that's a beautiful butterfly. Like, I can get on board with that. What I can't get on board with is like skeeters all up in my face and
Yeah.
my legs.
Like at dusk, or even right now, it's like 9:30 in the morning. They're still flying around. They're still landing on us. And there was one night, oh my goodness, we accidentally left our porch lights on, our automatic sensor lights on.
Yeah.
And the trailer was infested.
It was, oh.
It was so bad. So
I was about ready to burn that baby down.
it was
Get
like,
a new one, start
like
over.
we're gonna pack up and leave at midnight because it was so
Oh my
bad.
gosh, it was so bad.
But then once I came out and I realized that we actually left our lights on, I flipped those all off and it's slowly getting better. But apparently, we didn't know this, mosquitoes are like moths. They seem to be attracted to the light.
It was carnage.
It
We broke our fly swatter trying to kill all of these
It's
all
true.
these skeeters. Oh my gosh, it was disgusting.
So we've talked about weather, we've talked about bugs. The obvious one, which everybody should expect, I expected, is sand and dirt. You know that's gonna get in your trailer. I mean, if you've ever been to the beach, you know sand gets everywhere. So literally parking your house on the beach, you're gonna be sweeping and vacuuming 5 times a day trying to keep up with the sand. The one thing I didn't expect is the amount of humidity. I knew it would be a little higher, but it is insane, to the point where I actually left my underpass open for a little bit because I was working on the pump. I think you guys saw it in another video, and the whole underpass was covered in condensation and dew and dripping, and inside our frame around our door, the wood frame absorbed so much moisture that it popped off of the wall because it expanded, so it's bowing. So not only do we want to get out of here because these bugs are insane, but our trailer is taking a beating, absorbing all this moisture.
We've been here 4 days and I'm ready.
And I think the last thing that you might not that you might not expect is you go through water quickly. We usually can boondock for a week, week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks if we really push our water concerns. But here, because the kids and you and the dogs, the animals are all out on the beach every day getting sandy and dirty, you go through water so quick and you just feel sticky. It's
I mean, if you've been to the beach,
yeah,
you know that feeling.
Just think about it. It's like 100% humidity here. So all this being said, I feel like it's a really negative video. The beach is gorgeous. And I mean, how amazing is it that our house is literally parked right here on this coastline? But just have realistic expectations coming in. Know that you can't control the weather. The first night we got here was literally a thunderstorm. So in conclusion, would you recommend camping on the beach or no? What are your, like, is it worth it?
I would limit it to like a couple days.
Sorry, Apollo's here. Hi, buddy.
It's not that it was horrible. It's just, I don't know. It wasn't what we expected. Yeah. I was hoping for at least a little bit of sunshine, but the kids loved it. I mean, it helps that we're here with some awesome people. Loftis Party of Six. We had never met them before this, but I would consider ourselves like best friends now. Would you, BFF?
Well, good, like best YouTube friends. Is that a better way to put it? Like, we've known each other for 5 days, but I already feel like we've known each other for months.
Yes.
Anyway,
it's been awesome. We've been doing like dinner shares where like
take turns making
meals. It's been amazing.
We can get on board with that.
I haven't had to make a meal every day.
Anyway, so I don't want this video to be a negative thing. I just want it to be a realistic expectation. Camping on the beach is crazy. It's definitely a unique experience. And then maybe we'll do it again in a warmer month and see what it's like competing with the people versus competing with the bugs.
Looking out, I mean, it's gorgeous. I'm sitting here watching a sandpiper dig through the sand, but
I just wish the sky would look more like this. Ah, it's beautiful. Okay, back to reality.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you have to understand, like, we didn't think that there'd be this many skeeters. I think that's what made this experience like so
bugs
so blah
and the humidity are the two killers. I was prepared for sand. I was prepared for wind.
Like, I prepared myself. I knew I was going to be vacuuming and sweeping continually, and like rinsing my children
Freaking
off.
Bugs are everywhere.
But they were so bad. Like, me and Goose, I'm wondering, like, I just learned this, and I don't know if it's true or if they were pulling my leg, but a person told us that mosquitoes like type O blood, which is what I have. I know I have it. So now I'm wondering, because
Goose does.
Yeah, they never told us what Goose's blood type was, and I really want to know it, just, you know, as an in case. Worst possible situation.
I can take my daughter's blood.
No, if she needs blood.
Sure.
Lord help us. Anyway. So they like type O, and her face, my face, and our legs, and our arms, and our everywhere, I won't get into everything, is just covered in skeeter bites.
Ashley's butt is covered in mosquito bites.
If you see me itching my booty in the vlog, please have a little understanding.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and pack up. Actually, we're about to film a really awesome collab with Loftis Party 6. That'll be coming out either in a couple days or next week. Look out for that. But until next time, guys, remember, stay positive.
Even when you're getting skeeters.
Get out there on this gorgeous beach. Oh my goodness, this closing is gonna be long. Life is an adventure, so get out there and make some memories.